Second, it is I, Arth Blood, the girl next door. Hello, my Speckins, it is I, Arth Blood, the ghoul next door. Your favorite ghoul fiend. Okay, so my last video was a Halloween hunting in my city. And that's what this one was this was supposed to be part 2. It is the end of July July 20th as I do this. Yeah, this didn't quite turn out the way it was supposed to, mostly because we had a death in the family. So that kind of threw me off course and I just didn't complete the video. So here's what I have. It's from the beginning of July, and by now it's completely old news, but this is what I have. Stores are connected together. You can see Party City is the first one. And in Canada, Party City is owned by Canadian Tire. So my city has a freestanding Party City. The day that I went, here in Canada, we have Canada Day on July 1st, and I was told nothing would be in stores until at least July 2nd, so I went on July 4th, and Party City was just starting to unpack their first elements for the new Halloween season. They said they were waiting for some new suppliers because of tariffs and everything. So they told me to come back in a week or so and they should have everything up and running. When Party City does Halloween, they tend to take up half the store with Halloween items, decorations, costumes, makeup, and everything else. This that I am showing you right now, which, like I said, was done on July 4th, 2025, that is literally a little corner of the building. You can see here there's a sign saying that they are still bringing stuff in. And this is also the 4th of the month. We have here, this would be HomeSense. I know in the States you guys call it Home Goods, but here in Canada it is called HomeSense. I actually believe it's HomeSense in Europe as well. Not much, just a couple blankets this first day that I went. And the price is $39.99 for all the blankets. That's $39.99 Canadian, of course. They had about 4 or 5 different styles, but not much else. Or so I thought. And just as I was leaving the building, one of the crew came out with a bucket, a bucket of pillows that they were just starting to put on shelves. And these pillows you can see are $29.99. There was one more little end cap that they had. More stuffies and more pillows. I didn't get close enough to really get any prices. The stores are all connected on one mall. Except for Marshall's, that one is across the street in a different building. But we have HomeSense and Michael's and Party City all together. And speaking of Marshall's, this was the 10th. This was July 10th. And they were just starting to put a few items here and there. I have to tell you, our Marshall's tends to get just a few odds and ends when it comes to decorations. They mostly concern themselves with clothing. You rarely see a full shelf of any kind of home decor or anything like that in our local Marshalls. And we have some towels, $12.99 Canadian. Again, $12.99 Canadian. Not many to choose from. I think I saw maybe 5 again designs. And what I was hoping was bedclothes was actually tablecloth. I was a little disappointed it was just a tablecloth. $24.99 Canadian. And here we are again in the mall, and I have found Bath and Body Works. So the 3-wick candles are $43.99 Canadian, and the smaller candles were $29.99 Canadian. I know everybody is going crazy for this ice cream float scent, but for me, it was just way too sweet. I actually, to be honest, I found most of the Halloween scents to be just a little too sweet. I'm not the type of person who likes sweet smelling perfumes. I prefer more of a sandalwood base. You can see $39.95 for some of these wall plugins. I should say Canadian, of course. $42.95 Canadian. Otherwise, I would have loved that one. But that was a little out of my price range. Of course, you see here the vampire blood scent. Again, that was a little too fruity, a little too sweet for my personal taste. Love the packaging though. I really love the packaging on that. Okay, that's it, and I will see you next time. So until then, reaping screams.